Well, good morning. Thanks for joining me. We're in Matthew chapter 5, verse 31. Jesus speaking on the Sermon on the Mount. And here he turns to the matter of divorce and marriage. Now, he says, "It was also said, whoever divorces his wife, let him give her a certificate of divorce. But I say to you that everyone who divorces his wife, except on the ground of sexual immorality, makes her commit adultery, and whoever marries a divorced woman commits adultery." What we need to establish here is that from the scriptures, God says, "I hate divorce." When God brings a man and a woman together, when people get married, God expects that they would remain faithful to each other. They would grow in love for each other, grow in unity, grow in strength, and even with procreation, they raise a family, they raise their children in the ways of the Lord. A great family, a great relationship between a husband and wife is important to the well-being of the children. Taking care of them physically, psychologically, they're growing mentally, and even their academic performance. It's all impacted with a good family. Not only that, their ability to engage socially, their lower numbers of depression, anxiety, and so on when you've got a great family structure. So God hates divorce. The family is so important. The family unit is so important and necessary for a thriving, for a great society, building a great nation. And so what adultery and divorce does is that it fragments that family, that unit, destroying what God intended. So Jesus is saying that, well, look, and you have heard, okay, well, you want to divorce your wife, just give her a certificate of divorce. And there were people who were just, for any flimsy reason, they were saying, I want to divorce. I don't like my wife. Maybe I don't like the way she's cooking or what, some problem I've got. Let me just let her go. Whereas he's saying, no, absolutely not. If you divorce your wife except on the grounds of sexual immorality, the only ground that Jesus saw for divorce was sexual immorality, where there's infidelity. And he says that is the only ground for divorce. Now, when individuals are married and the commandment says, you shall not commit adultery, God expects that the man and the woman, they be faithful to each other throughout that marriage. Any kind of infidelity is going to really fracture that marriage, break that relationship, and it's horrible. The point Jesus is making here is that, listen, marriage is important, the family is important. God hates divorce, and the only reason for divorce, don't just make up any reason, it's adultery. So I encourage us. I mean, we see all around us the problems that result from divorce. So encourage husbands, love your wives, wives, respect your husbands, and build a great family, a wonderful family. It benefits not just you, but it also benefits the children and benefits society on the whole. Lord, give us strong families in Jesus' name.